this is Kacey, and today we're talking about 5 actors who dissed their own movies and then took it back. If this is your first time on Screen Rant, you can click the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with our videos. And now for 5 actors who dissed their own movies and then took it back. Number 5, Kevin Bacon in Tremors. After the cult success of the 1990s underground worm movie Tremors, the star of the film Kevin Bacon spurned returning to the sequel, moving to act in more prestigious films like A Few Good Men and Apollo 13. The Tremors franchise continued on for 5 more films and a TV series without Bacon, who, according to numerous reports over the years, considered Tremors to be a low point in his career. Yet the actor changed his tone in a 2014 interview, stating that he finally rewatched the 1990 film and was, quote, pleasantly surprised. Bacon even expressed interest in rebooting the series, and seeing how his original career wound up 25 years down the line. As of 2017, the actor's desire seems to have come to fruition, with Sci-Fi greenlighting a pilot for a Tremors television series that would include Bacon reprising his role from the original film. Bacon said, "This is the only character I've played that I've ever thought about revisiting." That's quite the turnaround. Number 4, Tommy Wiseau, The Room. The writer, director, producer, and star of the 2003 cult film The Room has come to embrace his role and the film's status as one of the worst yet compulsively watchable movies ever made. But it hasn't always been that way. After the film's initial release, it was panned by critics and audiences, with one film critic commenting that many viewers asked for their money back in the lobby of the theater where the movie premiered. Tommy abandoned the film with little fanfare, embarrassed by the film's failure. However, as The Room began to gain traction as a cult hit at midnight showings through the late 2000s, he came back around. Before he was the subject of James Franco's Golden Globe-winning performance in The Disaster Artist, Tommy largely made his living traveling around with the film, participating in midnight screenings and signing autographs for the film's fans. Well, that's one way to success. Number 3, Daniel Radcliffe and Harry Potter. By 2011, the Harry Potter films were done, and so too, seemingly, was the actor who plays Potter, Daniel Radcliffe. He said, "It's hard to watch a film like Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince because I'm just not very good in it. I hate it." He went on to say, "My acting is very one note and I can see I get complacent, and what I was trying to do just didn't come across." Since then, Radcliffe has appeared in dozens of projects, but seemed never destined to reprise his iconic role. But there is hope for fans yet. In 2016, during the initial run of Potter creator J.K. Rowling's stage play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Radcliffe responded to questions on if he'd ever return to the series. He said, "It would depend on the script. The circumstances would have to be pretty extraordinary, but then I'm sure Harrison Ford said that with Han Solo, and look what happened there. So I'm saying no for now, but leaving room to backtrack in the future." So fans are praying for some magic. Number 2, Tim Curry in It. Last year's It was a blockbuster success, but Tim Curry was the first to play the role of Pennywise, the dancing clown in the original 1990 adaptation of Stephen King's spooky 1986 novel. With his guttural sneer, bulbous white forehead, yellow eyes, and pointy teeth, it was one of Curry's most well-known roles. But he didn't even acknowledge that he was in It for years, leaving many to believe the actor was dissatisfied with the film. Curry finally broke his silence in 2015, where he called the role of Pennywise a wonderful part. He even went so far to give his blessing to his successor, Bill Skarsgård, when he was announced as the actor who would play Pennywise in the It remake. He said, "I like Skarsgård. I think he's very clever. It'll be interesting to see what sort of clown face he puts on." Wow, I guess he really liked It after all. Number 1, Mark Hamill, The Last Jedi. The latest installment of the Star Wars saga saw Mark Hamill finally reprising the iconic role of Luke Skywalker for the first time since the 1980s. Fans were understandably eager to find out what happened to the Jedi Warrior in those intervening 34 years. As it turns out, a lot. But the direction of Skywalker's character was a point of contention between Hamill and the film's writer-director Rian Johnson. Hamill said, "He's not my Skywalker. I said to Rian, Jedis don't give up. I mean, even if he had a problem, he would maybe take a year to try to regroup, but if he made a mistake, he would try and right that wrong. So there we had a fundamental difference, but it's not my story anymore." Later, Hamill took back his comments in a tweet. "I regret voicing my doubts and insecurities in public. Creative differences are a common element of any project, but usually remain private. All I wanted was to make a good movie. I got more than that. Rian Johnson made an all-time great one." And with that, the balance of the force was restored. And that's it for 5 actors who dissed their own movies and then took it back. Do you think the actors were sincere? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'm Kacey, and be sure to like and subscribe for more awesome videos. If you're watching this video on the Screen Rant Facebook page, you can click that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe.